Hi, my name is Jackie, and I'm the lead coach with Modus Vivendi Coaching. And I'm here to talk to you about how to lead people with different personalities. In the fashion industry, there's something we sometimes see on a label, on a jacket or a skirt, or maybe a pair of slacks that says, one size fits all. Well, that may work for fashion, but it doesn't work for leading people. Because people are in so many different kinds of personalities. They have different strengths. They're very diverse. And we've got to look at people that we're leading as individuals. So I have 3 tips that you could use when you're thinking about leading your team and they have various personalities in their team. So the first tip is this: work with people's strengths. So that means you as a leader, you need to discover what are the different strengths in my team. Most often we try to work on people's weaknesses and try to make the weaknesses less pronounced. And we tend to forget what people's strengths are. But as a leader, it is your job to figure out what the strengths of your team are and to work with your strengths, because that's when you'll get the best out of the different personalities that are in your team. So if somebody's quieter, don't expect them to be the loud person that leads the team and making them excited about the job that's coming. Maybe that's the person that you need to go sit down and reflect and think through some of the details of the work that you have in front of them. So work with people's strengths, not their weaknesses. And this brings me to my second point. When you're leading people with different personalities, don't be vague about what you're asking them. Be very clear and precise about the tasks you're setting before them. For some people, you need to be a very detailed, step-by-step procedure. For others, you may need to give a generalized and a broad picture of where you want to go. But once you've understood the different personalities that you work with, then you need to tailor what you're asking of them based on each of them. You know, you may have a boss that walks into a room and just throws out a general instruction. Some people will catch it, others will miss it. And the ones who miss it are often thought of as being slow, incompetent, not knowing their work. But the real reason behind their lack of movement is because they have not understood clearly what they're supposed to do. So as a leader, it's important that when you're working with people of different personalities and temperaments, that you must be very specific in what you're asking your team to do. Cover everybody's way of working. Cover the different people's ways of listening and hearing instructions, and tailor your asks based on the people that you have in your team. And then the last thing that I'd like to share about how to lead different personalities successfully is that be willing as a leader to receive feedback. Because each person will react to you and to your leadership in very specific ways. And as a leader, we cannot shy away from receiving feedback from people in our team, for people that we're leading. Because I would imagine that we're leading leaders, we're leading adults, and they have opinions, they have a different way of seeing things. And you as a leader don't have all the answers. You don't have every single thing mapped out as clearly as you would like it. And members of your team may be able to see things in a way that you haven't seen it. So solicit feedback. Get them to speak into what you want to do. And you'll find that because of the differences in your group, the different personalities, the different ways of thinking or responding to a challenge, you will get the best out of your team. So leading a team with various personalities is not a challenge. It's actually a plus. And you as a leader need to bring out the best of your team to get the best of results. This is Jackie from Modus Vivendi Coaching, and we'll see you next time.